I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXXXT, a day late and a dawn short. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-host this evening, host of the She Leads Showcase, Inside the Mind of, In the Crowd, story time with the reigning, defending, undisputed trick or trivia champion and someone who may or may not be culpable in the events that took place last night that I got delayed watching until tonight, Ms. Katie Kinsey, baby.
See, this is some bullshit. You're already trying to put that on me. I didn't do this.
I said may or may not. May or may not.
The answer is may not.
Well, we will present... Oh, thanks. Thanks, Allison. We will present the evidence and come to a verdict.
There is no evidence.
There is evidence. Before we do that, though, you guys are watching us live. You can check us out at twitch.tv/creationworld, where if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. You link that to your Twitch account. You get a free sub every single month. Costs you absolutely nothing. And guess what you should do with that free sub? Should they just like sit there and not use it and just let it go to waste and let Jeff Bezos keep, saving extra money? Because, no, probably not. Should they give it to, I don't know, their favorite Twitch streamer? Should you use that free sub?
Probably.
Should I be your favorite Twitch streamer?
I guess.
Should someone who's funnier than me in both Mexico and Canada, but not in America, be your favorite Twitch streamer?
I'm so sick of this.
Listen,
let me be funny.
I am letting you be funny. I wish I was funny in Canada and Mexico like you. I don't want to be funny here. This is the only reason I'm funny here is because I'm a white male, and that's what we voted for. And I didn't even vote for that shit. Like, that's just what we got. So like, that's the only reason why I win here. Neither here nor there. Give it to your favorite Twitch streamer. It could be me. It could be Katie. It could be our friends over at Botchbots and Chair Shots and Rivet City Radio. Like, whoever you like on Twitch, make sure you use that and you support them because they are creating content for you. And that's what support is for. To be like, hey, I really like the things that you do. And that makes me feel good when people tell me that. So go do that. You guys can also check us out at, I clicked it and it didn't click, youtube.com/creationworld, where it is free to like, to subscribe to, comment. Kitty, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
God, I feel like I've heard you say that before. And why is that important?
It's crazy. It's like deja vu. It's because you're a whore.
Yes, I am, ladies and gentlemen. I am a whore for your likes, for your views, for your comments, for your attention. That's why we do what we do here. For your attention. It's the same thing I said about Twitch, right? Except here on YouTube, where I'm a whore, even though I'm also still kind of a whore on Twitch, you have the power to like, subscribe, and comment, and pass me around and get me more views and more likes and more subscriptions from your friends, from your family, from your loved ones, or from, random strangers by boosting that algorithm so more people can find me and they can be like, oh my God, these people are awesome. I want to watch more of them. And the more people that do that, the more people see us. And the more people that see us, the more, attention and views and things we get and opportunities. And then I have a reason to come and do more content for you. So, like, the more you give me, the more I give you. You only want to give me 3 inches, you're only getting 3 inches back. But you want to give me the whole 9, you'll get the whole 9 back. That's how it works. That's the whole 9. I also want to see you click that beat, hit that notification bell, get notified every time we go live, whether it is Mondays, 15 minutes after Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays, 15 minutes after SmackDown, unless, of course, for some reason they delay it in 3 markets, and I have to wait till Wednesday. Yes, NXT. Did I say SmackDown again?
Yes.
I don't know why.
Bro, it hasn't been Tuesday Night SmackDown in how long?
I have no idea. Point is, Tuesdays, 15 minutes after NXT, unless it gets delayed, and then we have to do it on Wednesdays, because apparently something's more important than me getting to watch my wrestling, and I highly disagree.
I mean, I got
especially not in this market. Or Fridays, 15 minutes after SmackDown. Thursday, 6:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So you got me all fucked up now. For the Creation Conversation. And this Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, getting off, talking idle hands. Katie's going to watch it for the first time. You're going to find out about it. We got news, we got rumors. Just may or may not come through with some merch. We'll see what happens. So come join us and have a good time for Katie Horror Showcase 12.
12.
All right. Speaking of showcases.
That's me. So while you watched NXT tonight, I watched Dynamite because I got to watch NXT yesterday. I was not one of the 3 states or places that had to deal with that bullshit. So, just saying. We had Stat, Thunder Rosa, taking on Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne. She's so pretty and tall and strong. Her and Stat, like, that's just what I want. Can I just see the 2 of them wrestle every week? Please? And
okay.
Tony and Mariah had like a little sit down. Because, you know, Sunday is Revolution, the Hollywood ending. Yes.
Have you heard?
Have I heard? What?
So apparently AEW has signed a deal with Amazon Prime, and you will now be able to rent your AEW pay-per-views on Amazon Prime, starting with Revolution.
I did. I wrote that down in my notes for She Leech tomorrow.
My understanding is that it's still going to be the same price as a regular pay-per-view, which means I'm still not paying that price. But,
yeah.
Hey, it's a thing.
It is a thing. So it's weird because they have all of their old pay-per-views on Max, new pay-per-views on Amazon Prime, and then Dynamite on Max. It's very odd.
And Collision on Max.
I don't count Collision. Nobody watches Collision. I used to watch Collision all the time.
I was going to say, nobody watched Rampage, which is why it doesn't exist anymore.
Nobody watched... Hey, listen, as someone who was at the first Rampage, that's the only flex I have. I was at the first Rampage. But no, the Tony Mariah stuff is so fucking good, especially because Tony did a little, like, promo thing backstage, and the director... I think it was the director of Queen of the Ring was back there too, and they had like a nice like back and forth dialogue thing. It was very well done, just because Tony got to play up the theatrics of being an actress. 10 out of 10. And I can't wait to see the movie too,
which dropped. It's out. You can go watch it.
Not yet.
Well, the premiere dropped.
The premiere did. The movie doesn't come out until Friday.
They actually had like a premiere here in Chicago, and it would have been cool to go.
I wish I would have got to go to, like, the one in New York, because that looked like so much fun.
Yeah.
One day. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, that was... Mercedes Moné did something, too, but I went downstairs to get a drink, so I don't even know what the fuck she was talking about.
NWA's Natalia Markova, who you may or may not have found in one of the opaque or see-through hidden pictures in the back of our thumbnails that are now a thing, did a shotgun dropkick off the top of the cage. Yeah. I
have Twitter. I saw.
We're talking things outside of WWE that involve women, so that was a thing.
I had no idea else about that, but I was like, damn, you're back. Fucked up now.
And speaking of NWA, along with GCW, one Natalia Neidhart is making her, taking a boat tour around the Indies. Going to go wrestle for the NWA at the Crockett Cup.
Yeah. Like I said, she's doing everything but wrestling in WWE.
Listen, WWE is currently working with independent companies with the WWE ID stuff. They're, working with TNA. They're working with NWA. I know everyone's going to have a bunch of terrible, negative, awful shit to say about it because it's WWE, but outside of the I hate WWE bubble, it's actually all pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, we got some hints of TNA on NXT, so.
Yeah, we did. Listen, the first half of the show was fantastic. The second half of the show existed. Speaking of the first half of the show.
Yeah.
Unless you got anything else.
No. Let's do it.
We kick it off with a tag team match between one Zaria and Sol Ruca versus Chelsea Green and the Slagent.
Secret Hervis agent. Piper Niven.
Secret Hervis Slagent. Piper Niven. Chelsea got busted the fuck open.
I apparently missed when it happened because I looked down and looked back up and bitch was bleeding. I was like, how did this happen?
I did the same thing. So I knew it was going to happen, but I thought it happened on the Soul Snatcher for some reason. So I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of waiting for that. And I was even telling Zoe, because Zoe's like, Chelsea Green. And I'm like, yeah, wait till you see what happens to her, Zoe. She's going to be bleeding everywhere. And Zoe's like, why? And I'm like, you got to watch. And then all of a sudden, Zoe goes, she's bleeding. And I'm like, wait, what? Hold on. What happened? When did that happen?
Zoe got it.
She didn't see what happened. Zoe saw she saw her bleeding before I saw her bleeding.
Yeah. Shout out to Zoe. And shout out to Sol Ruca and Zaria. I love this tag team. They're fun. Just girlfriends hanging out, really.
That was one of the prettiest soul snatchers we've seen to date, too. That was so smooth.
It's literally one of the best moves. And it's just so fun to watch every time.
Poor Chelsea Green. She got pancaked by her Slagent. And then Zaria, being the beast of a woman that she is, picks Piper up. Does she call it an F5? Is that what we're...
I don't know what she calls it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go with F5. F5's Piper onto Chelsea. And then poor Chelsea, with broken ribs and all sorts of things, crawls herself up to her feet to catch a soul snatcher and get pinned. She is now officially canceled Tuesdays.
She had an interaction with Robert Stone backstage, after the fact, which, for those who aren't aware, if you're watching NXT at the time, Robert Stone was Chelsea Green's manager. So, nice little back and forth there. Very interesting. He's alive.
He got murdered by 4 dudes.
Nope, still alive. He's even doing commentary on Evolve, so...
Oh, good for him.
He's alive. Surprise, I know.
Surprise! Speaking of surprises, we saw Cora Jade and Jordan Grace backstage getting into it, which led to a match, but it wasn't just backstage that they got into it, because they had some interactions over fake breasts on Twitter.
Popping balloons, folks.
Popping melons.
No, I'm pretty sure she said balloons.
I'm pretty sure she said melons. I believe she said something about popped melons.
I'll go look right now. But continue.
So, Jordan Grace accused, well, I guess not accused because it's a fact, but pointed out that Cora's artificially enhanced, which we may or may not have made some jokes about here a couple episodes ago. And then Cora said, you may not be able to tell, but Jordan is too. And then Jordan said, I can't believe she said that. And then we get to the match. And during the match, It is thrown out due to ref stoppage because it seemed that Cora got injured. She did tweet out that she is okay, which is a good thing. But Jordan got the win via ref stoppage.
Yes.
Did you find it?
We were both right.
Okay. I love when that happens.
The first one was, all right, those balloons are getting popped tonight. And then after, ref stoppage by melon poppage. Praying hands.
That's what it was.
So we both were right.
We were both right. That's the best way to go about it.
And it seems like it was Cora's like head, not her knee, like everyone speculated. Because if it was her knee, then I would expect the same type of energy people were giving Tegan Knox. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying for the record, I don't wish that on anybody, but like y'all are gonna do it to Tegan, you do it to Cora too. But she's fine. She said she's okay. She's got like her shit rocked real quick. So that means she'll probably still, I would assume so. I think that like next week is TNA's Sacrifice? The show that Savannah's going to.
Yeah.
Where she's fighting Masha for the
Slam a
knockout
bitch.
title. Slam a bitch.
I hope she doesn't get her shit rocked again.
She probably will.
Yeah.
Masha's scary.
And then Katie, something what happened? What happened backstage?
Rox, like with Jordan.
Yeah.
Roxanne decided to just beat the shit out of her with a chair,
which led to a match being made by her GM Ava
at Roblox.
At Roblox. Robloxians rise.
Robloxians rise. Jordan versus Roxanne.
Jordan versus Roxanne. That is correct.
Yeah, you made it seem like there was like more that I was forgetting.
No, I just wanted you to tell us what happened between Jordan and Roxanne backstage.
Which, at this point, Roxanne, get your ass up to the main roster, bitch. What you doing down here still?
I try to tell you guys, but nobody wanted to listen to me. My other question is, did she do it for herself or did she do it for Cora? Because like there was that little weird like going into the Rock. She did it for the Rock. Going into the Fatal 4-Way deal where like they were having issues and everyone was taking shots at still, even Jordan taking Jordan said, I will retire before you win a singles title.
Crazy. And then Cora, like, the first thing Cora Jade said when coming in Ava's office was like, me and Roxanne are not fucking best friends. So, just catty bitches, man. High school.
Yep.
But, like, we'll never know. We'll never know if Roxanne did it for Cora, herself, The Rock. We'll never know.
And then it all's kind of, I mean, there's one more, like, bright spot on the show, but it's all just kind of downhill from there. So you know those two dumb Chase U Stan fucking frat boys?
Yes, their names I don't remember.
Kale and Dale.
Yes. Kale
One's
was
Kale.
probably one of them.
I'm just gonna call
the other one starts with like a U.
We're gonna go with Dale. Kale and Dale.
Okay.
So they're for whatever reason deciding to pick a fight with Trick Daddy.
Which when Trick Daddy's mad, don't pick a fight with Trick Daddy.
And he put some sugar on that boy's tongue.
He said, take your package out of here repeatedly. Because like Trick was just trying to talk to Ava, of course, getting all aggressive. Because people keep forgetting that Ava makes the matches. Not y'all. Put some respect on Ava's name. And then the two boys came up and said, hey, Ava, you got no office. Here's some supplies. And Trick said, no. Get the fuck out of her face. I'm talking business.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Because we know where they got those office supplies. They stole them from Chase U.
They stole them from Mr. Chase's office for.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
They showed up with hand-me-down office supplies.
That's fucked up.
Pencils were already sharpened and halfway gone.
Pencils were like this big.
There was coffee stains in the mug.
The eraser was already used. Like,
yeah, no, this is some bullshit. Dried out ass ballpoint pens.
Dry ass erase markers.
Yep.
Yep. Hate to see it.
Trick beat Frat Broke Hale fast, quick and in a hurry.
Which, how do you think they felt doing a referee stoppage for storyline sake after they had to do a referee stoppage for like legit sake?
Not good.
I feel like you guys could have just done like a Ayo Trick, stop. Oh my god, he's already dead.
Or
that meme.
Just pinned him.
Yeah, literally just pin him and then beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, Eddie Thorpe is still trying to make himself a thing.
Boo.
Yeah, he showed up. I guess we're going to get Trick versus Eddie Thorpe 12.
Underground, which, didn't you say that?
I called.
Yeah. Yeah, like a while ago.
I can't wait to watch Trick whoop that bitch's ass. Can't wait to see him whoop that Trick in an Underground.
If Trick loses this fucking match, everybody catching hands.
Like, who's booking NXT? Triple H or Shawn Michaels with the way they're treating Trick Williams right now?
Honestly, I don't know. Not me.
The other bright spot, Kalani Jordan took on Miss Parker, who everybody was cheering for and loved.
Oh yeah, she was Salami Jordan. Excuse you.
Well, Zoe has now officially learned how to say her name and yelled Kalani
Damn
Jordan
it!
from the living
Zoe.
room. But I did tell her, I'm like, well, baby, we call her Salami Jordan now because of you. So good.
I'm glad she knows that she started the trend. I will continue to call her Salami Jordan because it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a great match. Like, I want these two to have like a steel cage as Stand and Deliver, just for fun for me. You know, I'm in the building. Ticket is bought. I'm in that bitch. So
Katie's always trying to put bitches in a cage.
And what about it?
Just stating a fact. Big swallow. Big swallow.
Oh yeah, big swallow.
Then I thought it was just Oba Femi holding a press conference, which I was cool with because he's like, hey, listen, I've touched men of all different sizes. I've touched small men. I've touched men my size. I've touched men bigger than me. And I have no problem touching Moose. And after I touch Moose, I will still be champion. And I'm like, you know what? I fucks with that. Good for you. I'm with you, Oba. And then Moose also does a press conference. And I realized it wasn't just an Oba press conference. And
nope, it was a Roadblockian press conference.
Moose says things about being the face of NXT TNA, NXT and
who let this man in the building?
Ava.
I blame Sam T.
Ava,
actually,
who also showed up to that press conference, announced the Cora Jade Jordan Grace match, and then asked for any further questions and received questions from Fatal Attraction. And the question that they received was, why has Fallon Henley not gotten her rematch? To which she responded, we can talk about that later. They would not let it go. Which caused one Ava Raine to have to leave the press conference. You know why?
Why? Because JC Jane is a fake-ass bitch.
Every time.
I mean, it's true. It's true. I mean, technically, Fallon is not incorrect. She has not received her rematch yet. So, you know what? Viable grounds to be upset. I can't even fault them this time. But, like, don't interrupt the press conference. Just go to Ava's office. You know?
Yeah. I'm just looking at the rest of this.
It's all right. Let's power through.
All right. So the Hardy Boyz to a raucous reception from the NXT crowd who were chanting "Welcome home." And listen, let me explain.
They've never been on NXT.
NXT is not their home. I understand that NXT is part of WWE, but like, and
Different.
This is not home for them.
It's not like a Bailey, Finn, Becky,
Seth
like, no.
Rollins.
Sethery Rollins. No. That's welcome home.
This is not.
Home.
You guys don't even fucking know where their home is, all right? You got the wrong address.
I don't know where my home. Sorry.
So they come out, and I'm like, all right, whatever, fine. Like, so, like, I don't like Jeff Hardy.
I know. No, really crazy.
And I don't feel like the Hardy Boyz should be wrestling, let alone champions in 2025. But, like, I get it. I used to be a big Hardy Boyz fan. I used to be a huge Matt Hardy fan. Now I said, man can barely walk. I might need to, put the boots away. Or get corrective souls, something to help those janky legs. Anyway, Hank and Tank come out.
I don't know, my guy. I don't know.
And I was like, why are you because I already know that Tony D'Angelo in the main event is going to happen. I'm like, why are you torturing me at this point? Like, I could deal with the Hardys, right? Like, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that they're fighting for Axiom because for Axiom are still tag team champions, and I still think they should have lost those titles a while ago, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I can deal with it because, like, it is what it is. Jeff talked way too much, and Jeff should not be talking. You should just let Matt do the promos, and you fall off things. That's how this whole dynamic works. Neither here nor there.
That's it, yeah.
But then they brought out Hank and Tank, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Because I hated Hank since he was a shitty security guard. All right? And the tight jean shorts has not fixed any of the issues that I had with Hank. And then they're sucking each other off. And then Briggs and a man that I have called the Briggs partner, Briggs tag team partner, Briggs friend, whose name is Inamura. Mm-hmm. I wrote it down this time because they came out spitting facts about Hank and Tank. They're like, no. We're going to get the title shots against the Hardy Boyz. And if you got a problem, come take it from us. And then they jump out and they brawl. And then Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy are just kind of like watching some people fight. And all of a sudden Matt Hardy goes, ho! I knew you would come, Fraxium, or whatever the fuck dumb shit he said.
Fraxium, I knew you'd come, but yeah, you're right. Yeah. You were there.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't come, you know?
I mean, probably a lot of people, but okay.
I bet he says the same thing to Rebby after they have sex.
Ew.
Oh, Rebby, I knew you'd
come.
Ew. They're standing behind him, and then there's some back and forth, and then Frazer's like, let's find out next week who's the best tag team in the world. And whether it's a popular opinion or not, whether people like what half this tag team or not, you cannot determine who the best tag team is without the Dudley Boyz. You just cannot. Factually, when you look at championships and where they've been held and how many they've held, there is a very good argument to declare the Dudley Boyz the greatest tag team of all time. Hands down, period. So you can't be having that match without them. And then, maybe some people might be like, well, what about the Young Bucks? What about the Young Bucks? They do things. They've done things. People think they're the greatest. These are not the two greatest tag teams of all time. They're not.
True. Testify.
Maybe one of them is in that ranking. Fraxium is not. So yeah, next week for Axiom Hardys. So it's gonna be
Roadblock.
And it's gonna be Oba versus Moose.
Say his name correctly.
Muth. We had to sit down with Javon Evans and Ethan Page.
Yeah, that happened. Well, it's because they're getting a New York City street fight next week at Roadblock. What?
Are you over this?
Yeah, because Javon should have won the last time they fought, and this should have been over.
Kind of like Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe.
Exactly.
I mean, at least he's not talking through the wire anymore. His jaw's all unwired shut. He's not going to lose his smile like Shawn Michaels.
He still might. I mean, we don't know. Come on, you can do it, buddy.
And then our main event.
Listen, I'm not taking responsibility for this.
You see, Katie has been a stand for Stan since his return.
I mean, I just like Ty Dillinger, man. Perfect time.
And I told Katie to talk to her boy and keep him the fuck away from my family. Did she do it? No, she did not.
I do not have direct contact with him. But
Did she condemn his presence near the family? She did not.
I have no contact.
Did she speak out against this North American title match? She did not.
If it makes you feel any better, I had a rough Monday and Tuesday. This is fucking crazy work.
Is her advocate an asshole? Yes, he is.
He can be sometimes. Yes, this is true. Listen. I watched Rhea lose on Monday, and I watched Tony lose on Tuesday. I had a rough 2 days. Back to back. And then I watched Dynamite, and nothing was really happening on there. So
yeah, it's Dynamite.
But I mean, you know who we can blame? Actually, like realistically this time, low-key we have to blame Stacks.
Why?
He wouldn't get out of the ring. He dumped one of the people over, I don't remember which one, and then just wouldn't get out. Luca dumped someone over the top and got out. Why didn't Stacks? I'm not saying this is 100% Stacks' fault, but like, also, who put that chair there? I'm not saying Stacks did, but like, seriously, who did? Because I didn't see who did it.
My issue was more so with the finish of the match and the way Tony went out with his back giving out and Shawn falling on him and then just like curling up a pin. Like, that whole thing was not.
I get that. I mean, excluding it did seem a little weird, that finish. But excluding that, it was a fun match. No,
it wasn't.
I mean, I thought it was a fun match. I enjoyed the match. The finish was weird.
Well, see, Matt's you got to enjoy the match. Hold on. You got to enjoy the match because you didn't know the outcome as you were watching the match. I had to watch the match the entire time knowing the outcome because the other half of Young Kings Wrestling, who knew very well that I was not able to watch the show, decided to let me know the worst part of my night had already occurred and I was going to have to watch it the next day.
See, I thought we made it a rule a long time ago in multiple chats that if we know someone's not watching, we don't post shit, guys. Hence why I stayed off of my phone during Royal Rumble, because I knew everyone would be talking about it.
So, Tony lost the title to Stan, and then Stan went backstage and snubbed Shawn Michaels, even though the only reason Stan is famous is because of Shawn Michaels.
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't see that clip?
No. Was this on Twitter?
I think so.
Oh, well then I wasn't like paying attention. I was gonna say, because it ended with Shawn Spears and his gang like on the ramp, like the show ended.
No. Shawn walks backstage and there's Shawn Michaels who reaches his hand out to congratulate him, and he just walks past him. And I was waiting for Shawn Michaels to just tap him on the
super kick him. Honestly, he might. There's still time.
He says he's got one more match in him. That's what I keep hearing. Which means he's got another super kick for Stan.
Michael Hickenbottom, you know damn well you have no more match in you. Stop it.
This was very much an over-the-pants hand job.
I mean, yeah, besides the, like, literally all of the women's stuff, I didn't necessarily care. But Matt, you know what this means? When Tony comes back? Big title.
Look how they massacred my boy, Katie. Look how they massacred my boy.
Why was that low-key a jump scare? I knew he was going to make a cameo, but Jesus Christ. Oh, look at my son, my boy.
Outside of kayfabe, in all honesty. No, we're not. We don't wave flags when we lose, Reek. Why the fuck am I going to come out here and celebrate a fucking loss?
Flag. What did you do the one time? Didn't you like wave it like half mast or something?
Yeah, and I was hanging half mast.
You could have done that.
We wave flags when we win. And let's not forget that while he may have lost to Shawn Spears, he still beat Oba Femi for that title, clean in the ring. 1, 2, 3. And now he's free to go beat him again for the other title. Just saying.
I'm just an innocent bystander.
No, in all seriousness, Shawn Spears has worked his ass off. I'm happy to see him hold a singles title. Good for him.
Yep. Especially after his first NXT run when he could have been NXT champion and they did not give it to him as title holder.
And they didn't have a North American title for him to win. Go ahead and call Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
I'll call CM Punk. He's down the road.
Well, maybe. We don't know where he is.
Chicago,
right
listen, Tony D'Angelo.
no,
CM Punk, Matt Ritter. Chicago sticks together. Go ahead and call Seth.
Call
Iowa. Call Iowa. Nobody's
Call
scared of
Seth.
fucking Iowa. They don't even have a football team.
What's happening?
I love you, Seth. Actually, you should call Becky. She's the one that's saying shit on Twitter. Seth was all quiet.
No, she deleted that shit because she knew the shit was out of pocket.
Becky's the one causing problems. But
always. Always.
Katie, well, let me ask you this, Katie.
Oh, God. Okay.
Main event, spit or swallow?
Gargle. For the
NXT
reasons we just said.
Okay.
I love Tony D'Angelo. I also love Shawn Spears, and I'm happy he gets what he worked his ass off to get. I just wanted both teams to have fun. That's all I wanted. What are you doing over there?
I laid Tony D'Angelo down, and I have this mat, and sometimes I can draw on the mat, and I was going to draw a chalk outline around him and then take a picture.
You're great.
NXT as a whole, spit or swallow?
I mean, literally overall a gargle because main event and women, that was fun. Everything else sucks.
Like I said, over the pants hand job.
Which is the equivalent of a gargle.
Yeah, well, it's our new thing.
Well, that's for the smash or pass thing. But yes.
Katie?
Yes?
Let everyone know where they can find you.
You can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasson13. The link tree in my bio to take everything She Elite Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase and YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. So tomorrow, come watch my show. Please.
Come watch Katie's show tomorrow. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattRidders, MattRiddr, for your wrestling content and getting off for your horror content and everywhere else. Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Smackin It Raw for both. For Ms. Katie Kinsey Bay. I am the patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter, and we are still a day late and a dawn short on NXXXT.